viewers, Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Monday, the 7th of June, 2021. Everything is in the green over the past 24 hours, or trading sideways, but trending positively. All right, trending to the upside, because the 1% for Bitcoin, that's just a sideways movement. If you ask me, we've been moving sideways now for the past 7 days. Ethereum is up quite a lot for the past 7 days, recovered a lot, I should say. Binance coin, again, recovered a lot over the past 7 days. So did Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, Polkadot, wow, on a tear over the past 7 days. I hope you grabbed some DOT while it was on sale. What else we got? Uniswap, so on, so everything all the way down the board, all the way down to Polygon. Polygon is the only one that's up over the past 24 hours, but still down for the week. So it's still technically on sale if you ask me, not financial advice. Let's get into it. A lot of gems still coming out of this whole Bitcoin conference that took place over the weekend. And, El Salvador may be the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. Everybody on Twitter is tweeting this out, and they're in a partnership with Strike. Jack Mallers, he's the, I think the CEO or founder of Strike, and he spoke about this at the Bitcoin conference. Well, technically, El Salvador is not the first country to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. That distinction belongs to Japan. Back in 2016, Japan's PSA recognized Bitcoin and crypto as legal tender. So not just Bitcoin, but crypto in general. The laws established cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, then called virtual currency, as legal tender for payment in Japan, and also require virtual currency exchange platforms to register with authorities. So again, everyone is tweeting about this. First country. If you know me, then you know I have an affinity for Japan, and Japan's like my second home. All right, and I love Japan. I was there for 2 years, and love my experience there. So any news about Japan, I'm gonna I want to give Japan their props, so to speak. All right, so yeah, this is great news. Again, the one distinct difference here is not only will they be trying to adopt a Bitcoin standard as far as having it as a legal currency, using it as legal tender, they also want to have Bitcoin on their reserves. They want to use Bitcoin as their reserves instead of using fiat, instead of using cash, instead of using the US dollar. This is bigger than having them use Bitcoin as legal tender. The fact that they'll use it as their reserve currency, so to speak, big, this is huge. That's the biggest news right there, if you ask me. And we will start to see the dominoes fall slowly but surely, and this is the first one. Earlier this week, well, it's Monday, so earlier last week, we saw that Russia said that they were going to stop using the US dollar, or take the US dollar away from their wealth fund. All right, they are getting rid of the US dollar, they're throwing it away, and they're going to increase the size of their wealth fund in euros, British pound, Japanese yen, gold, and Chinese yuan. Again, countries are getting away from the dollar. They weaponize it too much, and they are printing it like a shitcoin. Point blank, period. All right, so this right here, congratulations to them on being the second country to realize or to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. But the bigger news still is the fact that they're going to have it as their reserve currency. Next, more Bitcoin news coming from Texas. Texas governor signs law creating legal framework for crypto investments. Now, he tweeted this out, and he didn't mention Bitcoin, didn't mention cryptocurrencies. He mentioned blockchain. He kept saying blockchain over and over and over again. All right. So this is a tweet coming from him, Governor Abbott. All right. Blockchain is a booming industry that Texas needs to be involved in. I just signed a law for Texas to create a master plan for expanding the blockchain industry in Texas. Speaking about cryptocurrencies, he said it is increasingly being used for transactions and is beginning to go mainstream as an investment. Texas should lead on this like we did with gold depository. I don't know the history of the gold depository situation, but again, the fact that a governor is coming out and setting up the framework for the industry as a whole, it bodes well, and it is a net positive for the cryptocurrency industry. Although he didn't say cryptocurrency or crypto assets or Bitcoin, he didn't mention it. He just kept saying blockchain. It was like back in the day with the bankers, and they kept saying blockchain, not Bitcoin. He too will change his tune. And it couldn't come at a better time, because guess what? Chinese miners are looking to expand, or looking to continue doing business, and they're getting thrown out of China, so to speak. So they're going to go to places that are regulatory friendly to them and have cheap electricity, have cheap power. And Texas has 25% of their power coming from renewables, especially from wind. And it's extremely cheap there as well. So there you have it. And guess what? Guess who else is in Texas? Your good old buddy, Elon Musk. Okay? He's going to be setting up a whole situation there with battery packs and all that. And I definitely think this is a great play again, not only for, the Bitcoin mining industry, right? But I could see some kind of partnership, or where they not only use the excess power from wind, but also incorporate some kind of battery tech or something like that, and to continue to, to help with the Bitcoin mining. All right, I got it out. All right, next. More good news again. This coming from Cointelegraph. Jack Dorsey Square Inc. to invest $5 million in Blockstream Bitcoin mining facility. All right, together we plan to provide public transparency by sharing the project economics and knowledge we've gained from building a Bitcoin mine powered by renewable energy, he said, adding, ultimately we hope to demonstrate how Bitcoin mining in conjunction with renewable energy can help drive the clean energy transition. There's an incentive for Bitcoin miners to get the cheapest energy. The cheapest energy out there a lot of times is renewable energy, and with miners mining Bitcoin, securing the network, there's an incentive to mine as much Bitcoin as possible, and this will drive innovation to get renewable energy as cheap as possible and as efficient as possible. Money talks, bullshit walks. And that's what we're seeing right here, right now, with investments like this. And it's only going to drive that green initiative and that green narrative, green energy narrative, so on, that, the likes of Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, have been spewing out there. All right. And to end on a good story, so to speak, coming from a magazine by Cointelegraph, we tracked down the original Bitcoin Lambo Guy. Crazy. I had issues with some Russian oligarchs in the past, but I don't think I'm a target now. All right. As Bitcoin first broke the $1,000 milestone back in December 2013, former chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve, Alan Greenspan, suggested that Bitcoin could not actually be used to buy anything of value. That's when Jay, not his real name, then in his early 30s, and with the help of his wife, who was also a Bitcoiner, used almost 217 Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. 217 Bitcoin to buy, to purchase. All right. 217 Bitcoin. Hey, somebody has to take that first step. Somebody has to be the first one through the door. Just like the programmer Laszlo, he had to be somebody has to be the first one, man. Laszlo spent 10,000 Bitcoin on 2 pizzas. This guy spent 217 Bitcoin on a Lambo, right? And somebody has to take that first step, and that's what he did, right? It's a cool little story. It kind of got him in trouble, so to speak. Not got him in trouble, but because he posted it and was putting it on blast. It brought a lot of attention to him. Wanted attention to him, and he had to protect himself and his family. That's what it goes on to talk about in the story. But he's definitely safe now, him and his family. And hey, what is 217 Bitcoin right now? 217 Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. 217 times what, 36K? Yeah, wow. That is one expensive Lamborghini. Yeah. Would you guys spend? Well, you know what? You don't know. He had to live also, so he spent a lot of Bitcoin in the early days because he had a family to feed. All right, but let's discuss it in the comments section below. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I upload the videos. And someone has to be the first one, has to be that point man to step through the door first. It's Soldier Crypto and I'm out. Peace.